Alright, hello and welcome back to our Let's Play of Ostranauts. This is going to be episode 25. Yeah, this one. Let's start it up. Now, I did record the last one, I think the day before I posted it, so it's been, what, 3 days? Not the best memory of what was going on. I did watch the last few minutes of the last episode, though, so I am somewhat aware of a major stumbling block that I'm actually very glad that I went back and checked on, because otherwise I think that would have been a big problem going down the line. And that major stumbling block is of course going to be power. Power in this game is really a little bit misleading, I guess. Nah, not misleading. I don't know, it's just, it's the first thing to run out, and it sneaks up on you. I think that's really the only issue. I wish we had like solar panels or something we could at least like trickle charge batteries, because I'm pretty sure if you run out of power, you're just kind of SOL. Oh wait, no. Did we not have power issues? Because that is reasonably well charged. That is not. And that is not. Yeah, we're down to one battery. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do, because let's see here, we figured out oxygen bottles last episode, right? Yeah, this guy's got nothing in it. This guy's half full. This guy's very full. Right. Yeah, I guess let's try, let's just refill a couple more of these, I guess. Make sure we're standing in the right place. So that would be placing it right there, I guess. Yeah. Now we can hit the control panel. Can turn it on. Slow. And why is it not popping up? Yes. O2 canister to O2 bottle. Yeah. Maybe we don't need slow. Let's do regular speed. 4, 6, 8, 8, 9, 11, 12, 14. Now we can turn it to slow. Cause yeah, we figured out that the pressure limit is 20 and change, which is interesting. Cause like, why is the canister limit 40 megapascals when the bottle limit's 20? I don't know. Maybe there's some real life applications that I am not aware of. And I mean, I guess it's like it could just be a simple question of value, right? So like if a bottle that holds 20 is significantly cheaper, for example, than a bottle that on G that uses 40, then that sort of makes sense. Aha! Okay, so this is something that I hadn't ever actually done before. I was somewhat aware that it's a possibility, but this is how you hook up sensors. Okay, so it is possible for me to hook up like a thermostat or an O2 alarm and then wire it specifically to run. Okay, yeah, I like that. That's good to know. Yeah. Right, so, considering we are down to our last emergency battery, and this part is... well, actually, we have a lot of our stuff here. Sink is here, fridge is here, another pump, another battery, heaters and battery chargers and all sorts of stuff. I think it might be time to start working our way back to K-Leg. Let's, at least during this episode, I'm just gonna lose a bunch of air, aren't I? Oh, I guess I got the airlock here. Oh well. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn off this power switch, and we're gonna do our last once over for the ship. Well, maybe not our last one. I think there's some more stuff that we need to drag out. I don't really remember if there's anything useful in these crates. Oh, yeah, there is. Right, there's a lot of, like, kind of cool components that I kind of want to keep in some of these crates. Yeah, some of these are definitely more valuable than others. I think that first crate I'm gonna grab just because like 3 motors and 3 motherboards sounds pretty useful. Was there anything in these bulkheads that I wanted? I don't think so. Do I want the nausea pills? I don't remember them being that worth it. They were what, like $3 a pill or something, so like that's nothing. Blood. Interesting. Hope that's not mine. Wonder if that was there. Oh, right. For some reason I wanted to grab a bunch of safety posters. I don't remember why. I'm just gonna put them up random places, I guess. I did kind of want to grab the whole crate. I'm just gonna grab 1 or 2 stacks. Just a stack, I think. Yeah. Alright, so we want to grab 2 of those crates just for the components that are in them. Maybe 3 of those crates. And, yeah. Let's just drag it back for now. Doesn't need to be all the way back on the ship. Just, get it back nearby. There we go. Oop. I guess that is almost all the way to the ship, isn't it? Just put that there. Holding patch can move to here. Let's grab this crate. Pick up. And let's go and I was gonna grab, what was it, this one? No. I think it was this one. No. Wow, my memory is just terrible. Must have been one of these then. Yeah, I think it was this one. Alright, so let's grab these 3 crates. Again, don't know if I'm gonna actually carry them all the way back. I might just abandon them. We'll see how the rest of the once-over of the ship goes. So there's nothing really here. What is that, a switch? Let's go grab the switch. Might be useful. No 2 alarm might be useful as well, because we only have the 1, and I do kind of want one in multiple rooms. So let's see, switch. Can grab that in our pocket, thankfully. Uninstall. Oh wow, that was very fast uninstall. Can I put that in my, I can put that in my pocket. Very nice. What else do we got? A couple bins, couple of there wasn't anything too useful in these, I don't think. No. Fridges, chairs. Did I grab a chair? I don't remember if I grabbed a chair or not. Let's grab a chair. That is a very slow uninstall as well. That's kind of obnoxious. Right, chair, grab. Whee! Head back, leave it by the crates. And I mean, hey, you know what? If I already grabbed the chair, now I'm gonna have 2 chairs, which means I can have friends. I don't really have friends, and I don't think I can afford them yet, because I believe if you hire friends, you need to pay them a death benefit, which I think is like, according to what I've seen, around 100k. Nah, not quite. But either way, 2 chairs are better than 1. It's like languages, you know. I feel like that's yeah. Work that one out on your own. Oh, a bed. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm a lot happier now because I didn't even realize this was here. Wow. Yeah. So now we have a bed too. Honestly, I think yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna keep restoring it. I think I'm just gonna uninstall it and bring it home. I can actually refer to my ship as home now because it's gonna have a bed, place to sleep. Like, I think that's a very fundamental aspect of home, because if you don't have a bed there, then it's kind of like, I mean, I guess it's still shelter, right? I don't know. I feel like if I was moving and I would consider my current house to be the one that has a bed that I can live in. Yeah, let's grab some of these pumps too, honestly. Might as well. We could use the cash. And I don't, well, I mean, we're not really hurting for space either. I guess that's the other side of that equation, because, like, we have done a lot of ship expansions in the last, what, 3 episodes? Yeah, because all those expansions happen basically off of this ship, right? So... No, that's not true. Pretty sure the reactor expansion was a ship earlier. This ship, this one only was the... What is this? Cloth. I don't need cloth. This ship was really only the living quarters, and a bunch of other stuff, and the solid helium tank. Wonder if that's still solid or if it liquefied. Oh, decently full O2 bottle. Let's grab that too. I wonder where that other air pump that I had left. Is that a nav station? Oh my god, I didn't even grab the nav station yet. Wait, did I even go to this part of the ship? I must have, right? Because, like... I feel like that's a... Yeah, whatever. I'm grabbing it. Mostly empty nitrogen. Well, less than half full nitrogen, so I'm not too worried about that. Let's grab the oxygen. Let's do some restoring, because this thing looks like it's in terrible condition. What'd I just get? I heard a thing happen. Objective complete. Restore navs. Okay. I feel like that's the new game objective, isn't it? Oh well. I'm collecting junk again. I can feel it happening. I can feel the collection of unnecessary crap beginning. This is not a good thing. You know what? I just had a thought. I wonder if the dolly can store crates. Because if I could have like 3 crates worth of components on the dolly and put like 4 tanks on the dolly too, then suddenly I'm very okay with the dolly being a 3x3 item. Like that just makes it still very worthwhile. But I don't know if that's the case. Right, we've got a decent bit of crap. Let's start bringing it onto the ship. Let's see, can I just drag this all the way there? Maybe. Looks like I can. Venting the last of my little bit of air. Obviously. I love how I'm just bringing this giant 3x3 nav station through a one block gap in the door, in the wall. And let's grab the other crap. Salvage. Not necessarily crap. One man's crap is another man's treasure. Or just like any man's crap is a mushroom's treasure. It's interesting how that works, huh? Or I guess a fly's treasure too. I don't know. Point is, there's a lot of useful stuff in your crap. I think that's why dogs like to eat cat poo all the time. They recognize that there's some things that the cats don't need that the dogs do, or vice versa. I don't know, man. I'm not very well versed in the socioeconomic calculations of dogs and cats. I did have a chair. Nice. I'll have 2 chairs. If I had 2 chains, then I could start a new type of music, which will then become what I think we consider mumble rap today. But I am simply 2 chairs, not 2 chains. Oh well. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know. I'm sure somebody's enjoys it. Otherwise, like, why would it exist, right? Yeah, this is... I am starting to get a bit Tetrisy. Yeah, I should be able to fit crate, and then have plenty of space in the new living quarters. Let's see. I do want to grab a couple of those bottles too, right? There's that oxygen bottle at 31 megapascals. There was another pump up there somewhere. And even though it's not a turbo, right? Even if it's a regular pump, like regular pumps aren't, I mean, they're definitely worth less than turbos, but they're not like terrible. And at this point, you know, I got the space. Might as well keep the money, right? I just need to make sure that I don't get dead. And I think after this episode I'm gonna try doing the sleeping thing again, because I am still, I mean, I'm back to drowsy, right? And now that I know about the super speed, we're gonna test that test out that functionality. Let's grab another stack of work safety posters. I am gonna have so many of these. Let's grab 2 more stacks, actually. Yeah. If they're worth very little, I'll just start putting them up around K-Leg. I'm sure that'll piss some people off. Although, I don't know. Oh, hello. This is a very, very full nitrogen tank. Let's grab that. I really need to, like, plan this out a little better, I think, as well. Because, like, the dolly carries tanks, right? And I know that the dolly carries tanks. And as a matter of fact, one of the few benefits of having the dolly that I have identified is the ability to carry tanks. But due to poor dolly placement and planning, I like how I'm just like still dragging or dragging through this tank through space, by the way. Due to poor planning, I am not using the dolly to move tanks, which is unfortunate, I think. Yeah. Ah, here's a pump. Trying to go to there. Yeah. As long as I stay zoomed out, this actually works out pretty well. How's this nitrogen can? Less than half. Don't want it. How about the CO2 can? Empty. Now these nitrogen cans, almost empty. Oh, there's a can. Let's grab it. Oh, and a full tank. Okay, let's grab that too. Another pump. Yeah, I think we're earlier when I said I wanted to be relatively done with the ship, I was wrong. There's way too much stuff to be done with. I don't even know if we're going to be able to finish it all this episode. You know what? I think that's going to be what I planned this episode around. Right, so this episode is just going to be finalizing this ship. Because I guess I do have this tendency to have... I think I've had like 2 or 3 episodes like that where it's like, okay, we do a 5-minute walkthrough and then there's like 20 minutes of drifting towards K-Leg and repairing stuff while I spout off random bullshit. And I don't know. I feel like that's going to end up being next episode. I guess I've had episodes where it's like, oh, hey, another pump. Turbo. Hello. That's where I need to check through the little storage areas. Again, dragging things through space as if there's floors. Very, very fun. I mean, it's not like it's. I don't think it's an early, super finished game. Not necessarily a bad thing either. Do I want a golden red t-shirt? It's kind of cool. Awesome. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. What? Hello, valuable item. You know what? Let's grab the t-shirt too. Actually, I don't know if Ossifex is a particularly valuable item. It just seems like a valuable item. If I pick this up, I can see the inventory, right? No, I can't. Oh well. We can do with more bins too. Probably a reason I uninstalled it, right? It might have just been in the way. That might be the entire reason. And I'm sure, like, I consider myself somewhat observant, but at the same time, I am also not, YouTube audience level observant, especially right now. I guess when I am in the YouTube audience, then I become YouTube audience level observant. And so I'm sure that there is a couple of you that have maybe are binge watching this entire series and saw the episode that I recorded last week, like 20 minutes ago, and you're just thinking like, no, look at all the stuff you're forgetting, because we definitely went through the ship and like really checked everything earlier. Oh well. Sorry, that's just kind of how it goes. And I recognize that because I see that, you know, when I watch YouTube too. I have a tendency to, when it comes to Let's Plays, like, I'll just, you know, I'll start playing the game, and then I'll just, on the second monitor, binge through like 30 episodes worth of Let's Play, all at once. So, which, I mean, I started recording these in late September, right? This is like 2 months worth of episodes. Not 2 months worth of work by any means. Like, there's no, I don't think anybody would believe I put significant effort into most of this stuff. But still, a decent number of episodes spread over a decent length of time. And from your perspective, it could be spread over any length of time, up to and including 20 minutes. I guess if you're skipping through. I wonder what the combined, like, total time that I've uploaded. Oh, I guess I can check, because it's, it gives me a save time. It was like 16 hours or something like that. And I guess that even accounts for me fast forwarding some of the time, because it counts real life. I don't know. It's not counting like days in game. It's counting actual game time. Because like autosave intervals, all that stuff. So I guess if you're watching really closely, you've been watching this for about 16 hours or something like that. Nice. I hope that is the 16 hours well spent. That's not like a flippant comment by any means, you know? Like, if you, any time that you enjoy wasting is not time wasted. So, like, if you're having a good time, hell yeah! I'd like to hear that. If you're not having a good time, sorry. I suggest doing something that is a good time. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm flattered that you're still watching, but I'm just not sure why. Don't torture yourself on my behalf. Weren't there some thrusters here? I feel like I already grabbed them. Battery? Nah, I'm not gonna grab that. Door, possibly worth grabbing. Another pump. Less than half full, not worried about it. Uninstall. I do kinda, oh, my suit battery's getting pretty low. I should start working towards that. Okay, so I do think, yeah, I need to do some more organizing now that I think about it. Because I could just, I wonder if I can, hook a pump up to my Mura. So I know that's kind of a weird statement, but I mean, like, so I'm thinking if I want to refill like my RCS cans, do I need to unplug each RCS can and refill it and then plug it back in? Or could I, in some way, like set up a pump here somewhere so I can just plug cans and dump them into my conduits and then have the conduits run the juice, run the gas straight to the Mura, so that I don't have to deal with installing and reinstalling and all that garbage. Can I pry this door open? Open. Pry. I can pry this door open. I'm gonna lose some air. Oh well. Let's keep grabbing all this stuff. Yeah, it's starting to get a little bit of too much crap in my, not even like an antechamber, right? Because, like, the airlock is kind of the antechamber. I don't even know what you'd call it. Whatever. How's this compartment doing, by the way? Yeah, still 226 kilopascals. Doesn't look too damaged. Yeah, life is good, man. Life is just life. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wrong button. We were gonna drop this. There we go. Next component. There we go. Grab this. Probably another turbo or whatever. I don't know. I'm also thinking we should probably start working on like a sales area as well. I guess that's kind of like the main cargo bay hold that I'm gonna be putting in here. I basically just need to move the batteries and like some of the conduits and the other crap out, so I can have a bigger selling zone. Because there's like the battery chargers, I think are gonna have to go somewhere else. I do like the locations of the battery chargers and such at the moment. It's just that just feel did I just put the sink in the rack? I think I just put the sink in the rack. I'm gonna deal with that later. Wait. Can I pick up, if I pick up the rack, I can I access the inventory? No, I cannot. Okay. Oh, no, I can. There we go. So I can put the sink down. Move the rack over here somewhere. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so sinks fit on racks. That's good to know. I wonder what else fits on racks. Can I just, like, throw thrusters on racks? Can I throw bins on racks? Can I... Yeah, and I can see inside the bin. Throw a holding patch in there. Can't throw that in the bin. I guess that kind of makes sense. Presumably there... So that actually... That's actually kind of useful knowledge, right? So, I'm thinking in terms of space efficiency. If we think of it in terms of, like, how many things I can drop in a single square. So, with a bin, I can put a bin on top of an underfloor bin and then have a single floor tile as well, because the bin doesn't obstruct the floor tile, which means I can put 4 things in a single square. But with the rack, it looks like I might be able to put big things in there. Although I guess with the... Yeah, because with the bins, you end up having a situation where you can only put, like, large items onto the floor part. You can't put it into the bin parts. So, I don't know. Interesting. We will see. What is this, by the way? Oh, that's the Kang. Okay. Hey, there's a square. Battery's at 4%. Still hungry, still thirsty. I really just want to finish the ship. I just really want to finish the ship. Not have to deal with it again anymore. This is becoming a longer episode than I thought it would be. I really thought I'd be able to finish this ship a lot faster. I did not realize how much crap was left behind. And I mean, like, how much of this stuff do I even need? Most of it's... Well, I mean, I'm going to sell it all. And it would be nice, because it seems like prices are going down fairly quickly, right? So, would probably be nice to have all of this extra crap, right? Better to have the crap and sell it than to not have it and be poor. Same thing. Right, there we go. What else did we need? I wasn't going to grab the battery. I'm going to leave the racks behind. Can is less than half. Those pumps are gone. Can is less than half, because that one's at like 1. Are there some pumps to grab here? No, looks like I already grabbed those. I don't want to do that. I'm not gonna grab the airlock. Screw it. Oh, quick little autosave. Wonder if I can get this all done before my battery runs out. That would be kind of cool for this episode. It'd be a nice little timing situation. Do I have a... Got an O2 alarm. I'll grab the CO2 alarm, why not? Just in case I don't have one. Probably do, but might be good to have. Throw that in the small pouch. What else is there to check on this ship? So, that area, nav area. Where was it? Oh, wait. Did that say cryopump? Cargo web. Pellet feeder. Is there like a whole reactor room that I missed? Dude. Dude. Okay, yeah, this, we're gonna be here for a little bit longer. There's an entire reactor room that I completely missed on this ship, and it is full of stuff. Wow. Okay. So that was just, poor. I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish that, this ship anymore. Well, let's start by grabbing the field coils, since this is the bottom, right? Well, actually, I mean, this is good, right? So I can start putting together my own reactor. I have the ability to start collecting components at the very least. Starting with the field coils, which I believe is the first part. I need to go read the manual, because I do have an IC manual somewhere lying around. Just haven't read it yet. Oh, right, and field coils are a two-parter. Youch. Space might become an issue again. Yeah, so this ship is ridiculously awesome, and I did not even realize quite how awesome it was when I first landed on it. I need to play some Tetris, huh? Okay, if I drop, let's see, move this guy here, battery can go there, bins up, you, won't work. Okay, I feel like I just broke something, because now I can stack things by just force dropping it. That feels a bit unintended. But I guess that's a possible, somewhat cheaty thing if you want to do it. I mean, it's a single player game, right? You can't really cheat in a single player game. It's not like your choices affect anybody but yourself. And if you're having a good time, then I'm not gonna say you're doing it wrong, right? Like, don't yuck somebody's yum. Where was that reactor area? Jeez, there's so much stuff to grab. Need to grab these pumps. Alright, reactor area was up here. Field coil, another field coil collector. Set, whatever. Assembly. I think I might have to try doing this new cheaty thing that I have discovered, because I don't think those reactor components are gonna fit. Wow, it takes a long time to get them back. Yay. Alright, so the way that I did it was I basically just picked something else up and then just force dropped by using escape. Is that a thing that I can do here? I don't think so. I don't think that's gonna work. Okay. So that's basically what I did. Right, you pick something else up, you put it in your carry slot, and then you escape out of your inventory, and then it'll just drop it drop whatever you're holding. Because you can't carry two things in your carry slot. Yeah, that definitely feels unintended. Absolutely feels unintended. But we're gonna abuse it. Because, like I said, single-player game, there's no wrong way to play it. That's one thing I don't necessarily think... Oh, man. So we have... Fusion laser array. Fusion grade laser... Oh, wow. There's a lot of reactor components. Pellet feeder. Cryo pump. Capacitor. Reactor regulator. Laser array. Is that it? Like, what else do we need for that? I guess we need the actual reactor components. Let's uninstall this guy. Oh, wait, let's repair this guy, actually. Yep, definitely gotta repair this stuff while it's still on the ship, right? Then we're using components from the ship instead of components that we've already collected. Which means less time spent carrying down the line. It also means that our battery's about to die. Oh boy, let's fix that. Let's fix that right now. I am legitimately concerned that we won't make it back in time. Of course, I don't think that's going to be like a huge problem, right? I guess. I imagine if the suit battery runs out, then the suit oxygen supply stops functioning. Maybe. Although, no, that sounds like a terrible design choice, right? Like, you should have some kind of mechanical backup for your air supply in a spacesuit. Like, I'm sorry, that's just, I think, reasonably obvious. If you don't have a mechanical backup, then, like, whatever mistake happens, right? Like, oh, you run out of battery, or like a glitch happens, you get hacked because everything's going to be connected to the internet in the future anyway, and some dude's just like, nope, ergo off. And then, yeah, that's just terrible design. You would absolutely have a mechanical backup in a situation like that. But the mechanical backup would be the realistic design choice, but we're not necessarily doing the realistic design choice, right? We're in a game. So we want to pick the... Oh, dude, an even better bed? Let's grab 2 beds. Why not? In case we do get some crew. So, the sacrifice of realism for the purposes of making a better game is a very reasonable thing to do. Like, I think Stationeers does that, right? Like, if you run out of battery in Stationeers, then your suit oxygen no longer replenishes because, well, it's oxygen powered, even though that would be kind of a terrible design choice for whoever designed the spacesuit. It's good for the game. Alright, so let's start dropping more of this stuff, because, like, now I've got 2 beds, I got, like, all these sensors and switches and all this other crap in my pockets. I should probably start dropping it, like, all onto the rack or something, now that I think about it. Because, like, that is all gonna fit into this rack. Let's do that. Slow things down a little bit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and... wonder if I can... Nice. Just grab one of those air pumps just to fill it in. Perfect. Got more space. Let's go use it. Actually, you know what? The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to unstack that weirdly placed second field coil. Because I just realized, because this, again, since it feels like it's unintended behavior, what if, you know, saving and loading the game causes things to break? And if it does, even if it doesn't make it break, you know, that's not feels exploity. Like, I'm not opposed to using exploits, but I don't know. You gotta choose which ones you like, or which ones you are willing to use, I think. And I think I will only use that particular exploit when I am very low on space. Like, if I didn't have the extra room, if it was the very beginning and I was kind of stuck on essentially noob ship, where are we going? All the way back here, huh? What are we trying to grab? Carbon fiber, huh? Wow. Alright. So that's the thing that I was trying to avoid. Oh, God. Oh. At least we're not grabbing it all the way from our ship anymore. Motors, components. Yeah, things are going pretty well. I just realized that other, whatever. Was I fixing the capacitor? I think I was fixing the capacitor. I don't remember. Either way, it's not done repairing. I'm actually gonna, now that we have all the components, this guy's repaired and it just needs restoring. I'm gonna just make sure we get all the components in there, and I think we're just gonna do the repairs during the flight as before. Heat sink all the way from over there. Nice. Guess it does make sense that a cryopump would need a heatsink. You, I believe I put the components into, right? Yeah, so you can already start repairing. You are and don't need repairs, and you also don't need repairs. Awesome! Let's uninstall you then. And like now, I guess we just need the actual main reactor housing body, and a deuterium tank. Get our aneutronic fusion going. I think I talked about that last episode, didn't I? The reason that it's helium deuterium. And I guess the main benefit of that is you don't end up with having the reactor that you have been running resulting in or becoming radioactive waste, right? So doesn't capture any neutrons, doesn't get irradiated, plus like capturing neutrons probably isn't good for the material properties of things that make up the reactor. Like hard, fast neutrons are not gonna treat your, even like, you know, metals and such kindly. Like, hard gamma probably won't treat many things won't like hard gamma radiation either. But neutrons are gonna be worse. Way more damaging on an individual level. Now these gammas, just like, you know, really strong light, definitely mess you up if you've got like anything that absorbs light. That's why like organic molecules really don't do so hot when it comes to gamma, right? You got anything with a double bond essentially, aromatic rings specifically, is going to start absorbing that, and then those bonds are going to start going haywire. And when things start going haywire in the chemical bonds that make up your body, well, you get cancer. That's how it goes. That's basically what it means. Not a very, So it's interesting that while I was walking out, I could see clearly out there. I really hope that my ship doesn't have a sudden hole in it. For some reason. Oh well. Let's get the next piece of this reactor, and there's still a pump to grab. Jesus, why? How did I miss this? Uninstall. I am actually like, oh, wow. Unless I just didn't miss it and somehow managed to forget about it, and a turbo pump, oof. Yeah. Is there anything here as well? No, just compartment, compartment, compartment. And I guess like space counts as compartment, so... uninstalled? Let's uninstall this guy as well while we're at it. Even though we can only carry them back one at a time. Probably missing something here. Oh yeah, there's thrusters out here. grab the nav console. I found that thing. Yeah. And I think the deuterium tank would have been over by where I found the helium tank. So the fact that I didn't find a deuterium tank makes me think that it's not here, or there isn't one on this ship. Oh well. Let's see here. I'm carrying a 1x3, and I've just uninstalled this crowd distribution pump, which is a 2x2. So I'll put the 2x2 there. 1x3 is probably going to go down here in the living quarters. Yeah. Now there's lots of space here for more reactor components. Cool. Yeah, this level of visibility, I'm not sure why that is, but it feels concerning. Because like as soon as I get into the airlock, I can't see it, right? Oh well. Probably just an odd little glitch of some kind. What is that, trash? Okay, I don't need trash. Matter of fact, I should get rid of trash. Wonder if I have trash on my ship. I probably have some trash that I could get rid of. Oh well, we'll deal with it later. Yeah. Come on, reactor bits. Hurry up. Get moved faster. And let's uninstall you. Still hungry, still thirsty. Drowsy's not great. Yeah, dirty. Oh well. We can deal with that for now. That is, I forgot how big these were. Do I still have space for this? Probably do, right? Might have to move some stuff around. And I mean, I can always move some stuff over to there. Like I said, there was that 2x2 block. There's a 1x1 space there. Yeah, there's space. Perfect. Doink. And then if I move this to here, there's another 3x3 space, which I am going to do in preparation of what's coming next. I don't even know if I have any more 3x3 pieces, but you know what? It is usually better to have one contiguous square-shaped space than many, many weirdly shaped spaces. As far as, you know, again, from a Tetris standpoint. Keep talking about Tetris. I'm not actually that good at Tetris. I don't play it all that often. Mostly because there are better games than Tetris nowadays. Got like modern technology. We're not stuck with whatever computers they had in the 70s, back when debugging meant literally removing the bugs from the mechanism. I wonder if that's, like, I've always heard that that's where the term debugging comes from, but it feels like a fairly apocryphal thing, right? I mean, it makes sense that old mechanical computers, you would, you know, need to go in and manually remove the bugs, because the bugs will crawl into there, and then they'll get crushed and die, and then your gears don't turn all that good. And I mean, the whole thing with, like, silicon microchips and all that is they're just really fast, really small gears. And they work really well for that. Just smaller, better ability to make calculations. I don't know. Why do I have a bunch of random loose walls here? I don't know. I'll keep them for now. Probably had some method to my madness, because there's a bunch of loose walls out here as well. Jeez. Alright, what else were we missing? I was gonna go check in here for, again, more yeah, because this is where I grabbed the helium tank, right? So I'm guessing the deuterium tank should have been... Oh, look, another Kang. That's almost empty. That's more than half, so that's worth grabbing, probably. As well. Airlock. Might be some turbo pumps here, so yeah, that's another one of those cargo bays. Man, this ship is actually pretty great. Might have been worth trying to get it back into working condition. Oh well. Like I said, this playthrough, that is not my goal. My goal is to build up my own ship that is capable of doing the Venus run. The Cronenbergian Frankenstein of horror and wishful thinking. I've been using the term Cronenbergian a lot lately. I don't know why. Well, okay, I have a theory as to why. I think it's because I watched a YouTube video about The Thing recently. By recently, I mean literally like 3 or 4 weeks ago. It was just a good video, you know. Had a bunch of cool stuff. Interesting theories. Which I'm obviously not going to go into because spoilers. For those of you that have not seen The Thing, if you haven't, you should go watch it. And I think there's a new one. Don't watch the new one. Watch the old one from like the 70s. It's a really cool movie. Really well made. Which is weird, because like when I first saw it, I didn't really much like it, because I just thought it was kind of dumb body horror bullshit, and I guess I'm usually not a huge fan of just like body horror. I guess a lot of some movies like that are, I guess I would just consider them something like torture porn, right? Like Saw or Hostel. I never watched them. I have no interest in watching them. I'm sure they have some minor commentary of some kind, but no, I don't want to. So my opinion as a much younger man was that The Thing was very similar, right? Just kind of dumb torture porn. Yeah, I was very wrong. It's definitely worth watching. So, I would recommend that. And I mean, yeah, I'm not saying that, like, necessarily there's anything wrong with movies that have less focus on an interesting message and more focus on gore. And I mean, sometimes it's just, you do both, and it doesn't really turn out particularly well. Like, okay, so Purge series. I'll be honest, I have not watched a single one of the Purge movies because I, again, do not have much interest in watching them. But one of the things that I always thought was very confusing, right, is to I always thought that the idea of the Purge was ridiculous, right? So like, if you give me a day where I can do whatever I want and commit whatever crimes I want, like, I am probably not gonna do anything differently, right? Like, the way that I live my life today versus the way that I live my life on the day of the Purge is not significantly different. I might, I don't know, maybe I'll pirate some more extra movies or something. Like, I have no interest in killing people, man. I have killed and done violence to everybody that I have ever wanted to kill and do violence to, and the number of those people is 0. So, and after, again, reading about the Purge movies, found out that is actually like one of the major plot points of, I think it was like the 3rd or the 4th movie, the prequel one, where they literally go out and say, like, yeah, when the Purge started, nobody really wanted to participate, so the people that, you know, the evil people that run society had to come up with a way to make people, you know, do the purge each other. And like, that's a whole plot point. Not a bad plot point, I agree. Just maybe could have been better carried through, I think, instead of waiting for halfway through the series, or, you know, movie 4 or whatever. But again, you got to recognize that, like, studios have their own interests and they don't want to lose money as well, and some concepts, such as manufactured violence, are a little bit risque. You know, some people might not like that, and then they might not go see your movie, and then, oh boy. You know. Anyway. Wow, this episode just kept getting longer and longer. I was really hoping that this would be like one of those 20-minute ones, because I really just didn't want to record that much. I figured I might be able to, like, crank out one or two of these, because I feel like next week's going to get a little bit complicated for personal reasons that I'm not going to go into. Just feels nice to, like, I've noticed that on weekends especially, I like to have, like, you know, put 1 or 2 episodes in the bank, because there's always going to be something that happens on a Monday, and I don't have anything to drag back. Why am I walking back here? And then I have to deal with it, and let's see if this episode gets uploaded today, then I need to have an episode for, what, Tuesday and Thursday, right? So, like, if some stuff goes down, and it requires until Tuesday to fix, that makes life a little bit harder. But show must go on, right? Show must go on. Let's repair this before we uninstall it. Okay. Now let's uninstall. I feel like Dolly would probably be helpful for this too. Like, I'm just really not using the Dolly effectively. I will need to spend an entire episode just organizing, I think. Although, actually, now that I have some reactor bits, I think I'm going to spend some time reading details about how the reactor install is going to go, right? So since I can start working on it, like, I feel like this is going to have to be extended. I think because I remember the reactor installs being 5x5, and it seems like you need, like, the cryopump and all that stuff. You just need to have that be connected to the central, you know, reactor box, or reactor core, I guess. And so my thinking is a couple of air pumps. There's so many air pumps here. Thrusters are worth more than that. My thinking is that if we can, I have the 5x5 reactor, and most of the stuff is going to be going either forwards or backwards along the ship, and I'm hoping that I can fit it all in there, just to 2 sides, so that I would have kind of like a skinny reactor room, but I don't know if that's going to be the case or not, so it might not be. I need to repair this. Oh, never mind. I don't need to repair this. This is already repaired. I need to bring it back. There we go. So I can tell my guy to walk here, but not here. That's an interesting thing. Battery's still good? Yeah, because it's been unplugged. I'm still gonna worry about it though, right? Like, maybe there's some vampire drain going on. I'll ever think about that. So if you're, a lot of the time when you leave, if something is still plugged into the wall, even if it's off, it's gonna usually draw a little bit of power. That is called, oh, nope, not dismantle, that's called vampire drain. So that's a thing that happens fairly commonly, with especially electronics. So if you really want to be efficient, you should be uninstalling. Really obnoxious that went to the other side of the wall. Can't get to there. Okay, let's just take down this wall, I guess. So I did see, okay, so the cargo net, I think, was just the edge of... Alright, so that should be fine. And I guess we're just gonna do the spacewalk. The fact that we are walking. Oh. Oh, that was poor decision making on my part. Is why we're doing the spacewalk. There's a couple turbo pumps to grab there too. Wow, there's so much stuff. Man, I might even have to do another episode. Jesus. There we go. Or maybe not. I don't know. There's just so much stuff. And this episode's already an hour long. I didn't want it to be this long. Right, so we got the thrusters, battery, I don't want to discharge damaged battery, racks I don't need, reactor components are all gone from here, Kangs, oh, right, there's a decently full tank there. What was going on down here? Watch there be another, like, full tank and a Kang. Look at that, another Kang. Half full tank. More than half full tank. Grab it. Grab the Kang too. Yeah. Actually, we might be on. We might have a full load on the way back again, which is actually kind of impressive considering like how much expansions we've done to our ship. Like being able to fill it up again. Good loot. Good looting. That's what that means. Have a full can too. That might be the episode. Although I guess I'm hoping that the second time we don't run into the same drifting issues that we had last time. What am I missing? Right, there were some turbo pumps and there was another full can here. No, empty can. Here's the mostly full can, or at least half full can. There's a crate here. Is there anything useful in this crate? No. Atlantis t-shirt. Huh. Europa's subsurface ocean colony. Barotrauma vibes intensify. Yeah, this is definitely going to be one of those episodes that most of you guys don't watch, and I fully understand exactly why, because, Jesus, how is this taking so much longer than I thought it would? Poor planning. Turbos. Let's grab those turbos. On install. And eventually, I guess, like, so since you can do turbo on, off, and slow, so our turbo pumps, I guess, are just straight upgrades over regular pumps, since they just have a third setting, I guess, right? Is that how it works? Am I misunderstanding something? I'm probably misunderstanding something. I often misunderstand things in the worst way possible, sometimes in the most hilarious way possible, too. It's always fun. Although if I'm misunderstanding things in the most hilarious way possible, that's probably intentional. Of course, hilarity is in the eye of the beholder. So, what I consider to be entertainment, other people think, dude, that dude is weird. Which I'm okay with, you know, like, different strokes, different folks, that kind of thing. Whatever makes you feel better about your life. I don't judge, or at least I try not to. That's also, like, kind of one of those things where I don't believe it's possible to not judge. Just like to judge as human, to resist the temptation of, to resist acting upon your judgments. That is divine. There we go. Haha. To resist acting inappropriately based upon judgments that are potentially inappropriate would be divine. That should definitely be workshopped a little bit. There's a better way to phrase that. You know, sometimes you just come up with something genius. Sometimes you gotta spend some time thinking about it. You know, I was just thinking. Not really thinking, just... Okay. For some reason I thought the O2 can there disappeared. Which I was terrified of. Or thought was kind of wild. Oh well. Right, I am pretty sure that at this point I have managed to fully clear this ship, right? Yeah, because all these thrusters we already picked up. So there's nothing out there. Nothing out there. Are there some pumps here worth grabbing? No, we grabbed those already. Looks like there's nothing up here. Let's recheck the reactor area again. So there is space gaps here. Reactor area looks to be complete. Yeah, I don't see anything behind it. Nothing there, nothing there. How's this can? Less than half. Yeah, here's the once over. Crates. Oh, turbos. Let's grab another turbo here. We've got room for at least one more. And I think that's going to be the end of it, because we've got two other things there. Oh, no. We got room in the airlock. We have a 2x5 block of stuff. One of them's an airlock, though. I don't necessarily need the airlock, but the other one's a thruster and a Kang. I'm going to grab both of those. There's a can. I'm going to grab that. I can fit the... Yeah. So I can take 2 turbos and the Kang and the Halverson thruster and are they Halversons? RCSs? They are Halversons. Cool. So I can grab the Halverson, the Kang, the can, and 2 turbos. Although I still have that turbo slot here. Oof. Okay. So maybe I can still load all that stuff up. We'll find out. Let's grab the other turbo. Yeah. Of course, I could also just, like, play Rack Tetris as well, but at this point, I am really just kind of want to be done with this ship. This derelict is thoroughly complete. Oh, we have spent so much time here. I mean, I guess it is fairly valuable derelict, so there's that. These are, like, repaired, right? Yeah, okay. Probably should have been checking that more closely. Alright, so I took up that last space. There's no space here. Which means that this final, turbo needs to go into the airlock. Yeah. And now comes the fun part. So you can go there, or there. Let's put you there. You, we can put there, and then we can put the 2 cans there and there. And we're just going to leave this airlock behind. We've got several airlocks already, I think. And there will always be more on other ships that are easily available. Like, airlocks are at least somewhat common. Like, some of this other stuff is less common. Reactor components. Although, to be fair, a lot of this stuff is kind of common. It is, after all, a game, and, yeah, I think a big purpose of the game is to enjoy it. Which means that there's nothing wrong with having, but an unrealistic abundance of components. Let's put it that way. Alright. We are completely out of space, even if there is anything left in there. We can't grab it. Whew! Alright, so I think that's gonna be it. Let's flip this battery switch on. Let's close this door. Let's undock. Okay. Debug errors. So that's a thing that I've never seen before. I am skilled in hacking already and software engineering, I guess, but what the heck? How nav sensor error? Like, what does that mean? Did I, like, build my ship bad? Does it no longer have enough thrust? Are the cans low? No, the cans are fine. That one's at 22. That one's full. That one's full. That one's full. So, Alright, seems to be working. What is this? What was the bug? Is that guy flying towards us? No, that's the, I think that was, whoa, yes, we need a, oops. Almost accidentally started firing that too early. Okay, let's undock. Docking. Clamps. And okay, yeah, so that was a hauler that we don't want to run into. Nice. Life is good. We have left the woke bebop behind. And I think I'm gonna end the episode there. Point ourselves towards K-Leg and yeah. Worry about travel time and the next one. So with that, like, share, subscribe, comment, dislike, all of those things I'm pretty sure have the same exact outcome. So pretty much okay with any of those outcomes. Pick whichever one you like the most. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!